Well, how is everyone on this night? Yeah, it's night. Yeah, I don't know. It's night, and I noticed some people kind of enjoyed that depersonalization video I did, so I thought I would do a little update on my DP before bedtime. Yeah, I don't know if it's before bedtime or not. It's a little after 11, 10, 11, 15, something like that. But yeah, over the last couple of weeks, DP's been about the same. Nothing ever really changes. Morning, evening, nighttime seem to be the worst times for my depersonalization, which, you know, I got that space in between there that I kind of feel normal. Yeah, you're not gonna see me be able to sit still here. Like this morning, when I started the vlog, I told you I was feeling like I wasn't in the world yet. That was yesterday. So when you see this, that'll have been yesterday. Well, because when I wake up, everyone's like this to a certain extent. Everyone's like this, where they're not completely, they're not completely processing information right when they wake up. Some people just do, you know what I mean? I don't understand it. It takes me at least an hour before I even step out of the bed, because I'm trying to process being awake, processing what's real and what's not, between dream and reality, which during the daytime I'm still trying to do that. It's like DP's like partially being asleep and awake at the same time all day long. That's a good way to describe it. Like you just woke up and you're not processing things correctly all day long. Like I said, the worst times are first of the day, middle of the day, last of the day, okay? Because when I wake up, I'm not fully there. Midday, I've used a lot of my, I've overworked my mind at that point, and then, time for a break from my mind. And then the rest of the day, I'm using my mind more and more and more. And then by the time nighttime's here, my brain is exhausted, which, okay, I'll be moving around during these 3 times, and I think I tried to describe this before, but I know I'm moving. I feel like my body is behind me, like my body has to catch up with me. It's a very strange feeling. Some people, like I said before, some people describe it as going through the motions. Doing what you have to be doing, but your mind isn't there. Your mind is focused on other things, and then you start to, you have this realization of what you did, and you're like, you're like, how did I do that? I kind of remember doing it, but I don't remember the details of doing it. Because your mind is just like, I know I gotta do this, but I don't know what motions I'm doing here. Your mind says you gotta do that, and you do it. Your body does it, but your mind isn't there, because your mind is so obsessed with this feeling of, you just want to get everything over with. And this thing right here, talking to you guys, well, you guys look like a camera to me, but you guys seeing this message, me knowing my message is heard, that helps a lot. Just being able to, talk. I got Aubrey to talk to. That helps. That's amazing that I have an actual person that is starting to understand, understands more than anybody else in my life, and I'm trying to get my message out to you guys. I am rambling. Let me go on about how I felt. Alright, I'm done rambling about that. Now I must tell how I felt, which is the whole purpose of this video in the first place. Yeah, I've been about the same, having worse times than others, every now and then a worse episode than another. Sometimes I'll have to just drop to the floor. I switch back and forth, sitting on the floor, walking around, depending on what portion of that, what cycle of that episode I'm in at the time. Like if I feel really vulnerable, I drop to the floor, because then I know I don't have far to fall. Because I also have seizures. So my mind starts saying, well, what if this is a seizure? You know, some people say there's a warning that they feel before they have a seizure. I don't have that. It's just black and then I'm awake. I don't have any warning signs of a seizure. It's just bam, you know, I'm waking up. Sometimes I don't even realize I had one. People are just like, oh, you know, relax. You just, you know, I don't even realize it. But yeah, pretty much it all revolves around trauma and fear and anxiety. You know, mostly trauma for me. I had a really bad head injury, which I've described before. I don't think that'll ever, you know, the effects will ever go away from that. I think it left a permanent scar on the way my mind works. But yeah, that's about it. I've been talking non-stop here for 6 minutes already, so I'm gonna start to wrap this up. Like I said, I've been feeling detached outside of my body. A lot of anxiety, more than usual. Like lately in the mornings, I've been having a little more anxiety than usual. I don't know why. I don't know if I'm like breathing in coffee vapor or something for making it every morning. No, that's not true. But I utilize that anxious energy. That's what I've found I can do with the vlogging. I can utilize it. Like when you see me walking around, talking 1,000 miles per hour like I am right now, you know, I'm using some of that energy instead of just dwelling on it and letting it build up until I explode. But yeah, there you go. I mean, I look at it in a positive light, you know, giving you a little bit of life. I mean, you know, outside of vlogging, you know, my mental problems, which I don't really go into in vlogs because I want to, you know, I try to stay positive about it. I try not to even mention it at all. You know, sometimes I have to. But yeah, this is my second depersonalization video. Well, we called it disorders before, Steven's disorders or something like that, because, you know, there's a few. But that's the one that I focus on the most because it's the one that bothers me the most. So yeah, imagine feeling like you're in a partial dream-like state all day, every day. Your senses are off. You know, you touch something and it doesn't, your senses aren't as keen, I guess. I don't know. You don't feel things as strongly as you should. And that's very bothersome. You know, like if I cut myself like on accident, like a paper cut or something, it doesn't feel like a cut. It just feels like, you know, a little bit of pressure or something, you know. I'm just giving an example of, you know, things like normal, everyday things, like I'll stub my toe or something. Anything like that, you know. I don't register that pain the way anybody else would. And then sometimes I am hyper aware of my senses, like to where my senses are off the wall, like too much. So it's either one way or the other. Your senses are all out of whack when you have depersonalization, all out of whack. Like your sense of your environment, everything. You can think about being cold or hot and you get cold or hot. It's like the wiring from my brain to my senses, the neurotransmitters, the hormones and chemicals that your brain releases, they don't know what to do. And so they're just misfiring all over the place and your body doesn't know how to react. Basically, that's what's been going on with me. And I'm going on 10 minutes, so I'm going to stop here. Hopefully you guys enjoy, I mean, if you watch our vlogs, hopefully you enjoy knowing a little bit more about me. Maybe Aubrey wants to say hi real quick. You want to say hi real quick before I end this?
Hi.
There you go. Aubrey said hi. Let you in on a little secret, guys. It's supposed to storm tonight. Yeah. Alright, well, I'm not doing the normal outro because this isn't a vlog, so we'll see you in tomorrow's vlog. Bye.